Hi, my loves, beautiful souls, with Mystic Rose of Love, Lemon. I'm back with you, bringing dark into light. Channel message. Okay, this is now the fifth time I've recorded this. It is Friday the 13th, you guys. Spirit, let me put a message out. You guys, just be cautious, be aware of what's going on. You know, everyone takes Friday as like Friday the 13th, bad luck. You know, scary, and things come out at nighttime, and you know, the darkness and the fear and like all the bad evil things come out on Friday the 13th and stuff like that. So, you know, if you are celebrating something, you know, I'm hearing like homecoming or like celebrations or like parties or something, just be cautious, you know, be careful. Make sure that you have like a designated driver as well. But why I'm getting on here talking about this is, again, people represent 13, Friday the 13th, as evil, as bad luck, as horror, scary. And if you really look at numerology and like astrology and like numbers, 13 is actually a divine feminine energy. It is a goddess number. It's the divine feminine number, 13. People just don't like odd numbers as well. But if you really go read the spiritual meaning of number 13, it is faith, having faith in the universe, having faith in the divine. It also represents transformation, death, and rebirth. And that's what represents death and rebirth. And I think it's trust as well too. Just trusting, having faith. And then like the goddess energy. Oh, energy, loving energy, okay? Having loving energy. But humanity, man, wanted to make 13 because man wanted to be in control of everything. Man literally wanted to be in control and wanted to make 13 be a bad number, but it's actually supposed to be a loving number. It's supposed to be, you know, the goddess number. It's supposed to be the divine feminine, the feminine energy number, and stuff like that. So, you know, stay grounded, you know, be cautious, because I do feel like there's a lot of dark energy coming out here, because a lot of people live in fear. A lot of people love the crime, horror, darkness, you know, all that stuff during this time. I know when I was a teenager, I loved it. I loved going out playing Ghost in the Graveyard on Friday the 13th, and loved like just staying up late at night watching horror movies and stuff like that. But you know, you can still enjoy this beautiful day. Like, I'm outside, I'm enjoying it. I actually love Fridays, and I love Friday the 13th. You know, I love it. And like, I don't know, it's just because I'm a divine feminine. And if you really look at the number 13, it's a loving energy. It's death, rebirth, transformation. And if you look outside, it looks like, yeah, it's really gloomy out right now. So, but why I'm putting this out too is I'm hearing a lot of teenagers are, you know, going out, you know, acting like a teenager. Be cautious of this, you know, watch for them, you know, especially, you know, new drivers or teenagers that don't drive, you know, be cautious. They're gonna be out a little bit later, you know. They like to go out at nighttime. They like to fool around. They like to do some things. I am hearing spirits tell me that there's going to be some teenagers that are going to be going around egging houses and toilet papering houses. I'm hearing it could be homecoming as well. So be careful with that. Homecoming dance. We are in September, October. They have a lot of homecoming games, and you know, that season, even college. I am hearing like initiations in colleges and stuff happening. You know, college homecoming games. So just be aware of this stuff, you know. Remember, you were once a teenager too, you know. Remember, once you were a teenager. I will admit, I was a teenager. I'll admit, you guys, I egged some cars when I was a teenager too. I egged some cars. I told people some houses when I was 15, 16. Yeah, I wasn't always a good kid either. Like, you know, just remember that we were once teenagers as well, and they're just like trying to have fun, live life. They don't know what real life is about yet. You know, they haven't stepped into being adulthood. Except in having to pay bills, responsibilities, realizing now that by egging a car, it can actually total a car, like ruin a car. Now I know that egging a car can actually ruin a car. It takes the paint job off the car. You know, 12 people's houses, you know, that person has to clean up that mess. They shouldn't have to clean up someone's other person's mess. So looking at it now, like, I feel bad. I did it, you know, but I did do it. Teenagers are rebellious. They like to do what parents tell them not to do. So that's one thing. If my parents told me not to do it, I went and did it. So if you have teenagers, that could be why I'm channeling this. If you have teenagers, you know, if you're telling your children not to go do it, the most likely they're going to go do it. Okay. So maybe just, you know, say, be safe, have a good night, you know, if you tell them don't go do it, majority of them are going to go do it. They are. It's a teenage thing. They're just telling them to be safe, you know, making sure that if they are going out having fun, no drinking and driving, calling a designated driver, you know, because that's one thing that I wish I had is like, you know, teenagers are going to drink. You know, they're going to drink. And right now, if my daughter decided to go drink and she was at a homecoming game or she was decided to go drink, I'd rather have her call me and tell me, hey, Mom, I ended up drinking. I don't have a ride. My friend who's drinking, we don't have rides. Will you come get me? And I wouldn't even question it. I would just go get her, bring her home so she's safe. Okay, bring her home so she's safe. So that's what I'm kind of pulling this energy of right now is if you do have teenagers or, you know, or even just a loved one, they call you because they need a ride, you know, just go pick them up. Don't question it. Just pick them up, get them home safe so they don't get behind the wheel with somebody else or themselves, you know. Yeah. I'm hearing some people going out to the graveyard as well, you know, playing the graveyard, ghosts in the graveyard. I did when I was a teenager. So I know I have subscribers and I have followers and I have you guys, the collective, that have kids. You guys, I'm not the only one that has a teenager. I'm not the only one that has a 3-year-old. I know there's many of you guys have kids and you guys are probably dealing with the same thing as I'm dealing with. And this stuff really is happening, you know, but just be aware of it. You know, it also, you know, making sure that you just talk to your kids about certain things and stuff too, so they know that they are a call away, like you're a call away, so they're not afraid. Because that's the thing is, I was afraid to call my parents if I did something, and so I didn't call them, and I was being dumb. I would get in a vehicle with people that are drinking and being stupid because I was afraid that I was gonna get in more trouble, which I would have, you know. And right now, if my daughter, like I said, my daughter and her friends or something, they went out, I wouldn't be happy, but I'm not gonna question it because I know at least I got her picked up, brought her home safe, you know. So again, also you may be feeling like a little bit darker energy today. Like I said, it's gloomy. You may feel like a little bit darker energy because of Friday the 13th. There are people that are Satanists, voodooists, dark witches, covens, cults, you know, people that are out there doing dark rituals tonight. This is the night that they would call upon Satan. Okay, so make sure that you are actually doing your protection spells, doing your prayers. Okay, doing your prayers, your protection spells, because this is one of the nights that Satan likes to come out and I guess play. You know, I look at it. I just try to have a positive day. Another thing too is don't get caught up in like everything else that's going on. Just kind of, you know, do what you need to do. So I love you guys. Look at a whole bag of garbage. What the hell? I'll probably walk back with it, pick it up. Somebody just threw the garbage out. That's kind of rude, disrespectful. I love you guys. I hope this helps somebody. Love, peace, light, healing, namaste.